guys, and welcome to FaithWorks Designs. I'm Faith, and in today's video we are going to be doing another pattern testing. Now, it was a goal this year to try out new patterns so that I can learn some more skills to be able to kind of implement or make my own with my patterns, and it just kind of I got busy. So I wanted to pick it back up when I saw the new bag from Lavender and Twine. If you haven't seen it yet, it's been all over the internet. She had a big sale for the launch. It's called the Welkin bag. Now, I started with making 3 of these. I always batch sew whenever I'm making anything so that I have plenty for the store, and then if I accidentally mess something up, at least I have another one to keep going with. I love the pattern so much that I actually have 7 now. So I will show you all the different varieties and the different things that we did. So in today's video, I do not have permission to show you how to sew the bag, but I'm going to show you some of the elements just to kind of let you guys know what I think about the pattern. This video is not sponsored, and all of my opinions are my own and are just that, opinions. So let's look at the outside of the bag. So you have this really cute detail in the front with the straps. It's on both the front and the back, and what the strap allows you to do is you can put your D-ring connector right here. So classy. Whenever I get one of Erica's patterns, I know the bag is going to look classy. If you have not gone on Lavender and Twine's website, make sure that you go do it, because all of her bags look so classy, and I really, really love the D-ring connector on the side here. It just takes away that bulk of having to make those little, you know, the little 2x3 D-ring connectors, and then you have to put it in between all of the gussets, and then it just gets really, really thick. I really like this ingenious design, and it makes the bag look really fancy. So the detail goes onto the back so that you can have it kind of mirrored onto the back. Then she's added these little D-rings on the bottom so that you can connect them to the top, and this will make the bag a book bag. So this is how the book bag looks like from the back, and then from the front it kind of all connects there. My only criticism is the way it looks when you're hanging it. I think when I go to display it at the store, I'm going to have to take the book bag straps off and just let people know what it does, because it just kind of looks funny because the D-rings are on the front as opposed to the back, so they don't want to they're going to sit out like that if I have the straps out there, and I'm not going to be able to put more than one purse on my display. So if the D-rings were on the back, you know, it would kind of hang normal. When you're wearing it, it's going to feel really nice because it's not like right on your back. You have this panel right here so that when you put it on, it looks like that. It's really, really nice. It's a nice feature. I think I'm just going to have to either put it on a mannequin as a book bag so that people will know that it's a book bag, and then when I hang the other ones in the store, I'm going to have to put the straps in the bag, which is fine. There's also the option of just doing a crossbody bag. That's what the D-rings are for right here. You can just make it into a crossbody bag, or you can make it into the book bag, or you don't even have to add the D-ring option on the bottom so that it could be a book bag later on, or the D-rings up here. You can just make it a crossbody bag. It's up to you. As far as construction, I know that whenever I get one of Lavender and Twine's patterns, I know that I'm going to learn a new technique. And I did with this one, and I really, really liked it. For one of them, I used a turn lock. I got this cute little cat turn lock online, and I thought it would be a really cool bag to test out. Can you believe I've never done a turn lock? Have any of you guys ever done a turn lock? What did you think about that process? It was a learning experience for me. So a lot of her testers took, you know, you can get those really fancy magnets so that you can see like a really fancy part on the front, and in the back you've got your regular magnets. So a lot of her testers did that, and I think it's a really nice way if you just have a really fancy magnet but you don't have fabric to go with it, or you know, you just want to showcase that really cool magnet. This is a great bag to do that on. Also, the flap here, this is a really nice way to show off some of those extra large panels from K&A Custom Fabrics, and I didn't do any. I can't believe I didn't use any extra large panels, because I love seeing how much I can get out of one of those, and I think you could definitely do one of these with one of those, so I might have to try that out. Anyway, if you have a statement piece and you want it on the flap, this is going to be a great bag for that. A nice little panel that'll go right here. As far as materials, actually, when I printed out the pattern, I noticed that there was a lot of pattern pieces. And don't let that get you kind of like flustered. It's okay. Most of them come together, and she also offers you the stabilizer pieces so that you have all of that and you don't have to like guess where 1 inch is and all of that stuff. So she gives you all of those extra pieces, and then they come together so quickly. The front is just 2 pieces, the back is just 2 pieces. I mean, it comes together very quickly. So let's talk about a couple of things real quick. So the very back of the purse was a huge issue. Everybody was kind of like, they didn't like it. When I looked at the pattern, I didn't really care for it either. I made one like that. So on the original pattern, it's just like a rectangle on the back, and then you add some rivets to hold it in place. Still cute. That's what gives you this look from the back, so that you can see this little piece peeking out, and then your straps connect here to hold your D-rings, right? A lot of people didn't like the way that the bag looked, and so what I did was I took the front. The front has a rounded shape, and so what I did was I mirrored that onto the back, and I'll show you how I did that. Alright, so I can't show you like the patterned pieces, but I wanted to show you guys what I did differently. I took mine and I kind of rounded out the back, and there's a lot of people that like that. So let me tell you how I did it. The front part is all rounded out. I just mirrored it. So this and all of this and this is all one piece. So I took this end and mirrored it onto this end right here. So I just took the pattern and just kind of folded it in half, and then, or well, I took the pattern piece, the actual paper pattern piece, and just took this end and put it on the very end. The very end's kind of, the very end is square. So I took and I rounded it out. Now you are going to have to make like some clips, some snips into your vinyl so that it lays flat, but you're going to do the same seam allowances, you're going to do the same construction, however she tells you to construct it. I love the way the front of that looks. It looks so nice. So do the same construction. All you're doing is rounding that out. That's it, and it just gives it a little bit nicer look. I mean, really, honestly, both of them are nice. Erica did such a great job on this pattern, and I love it a lot. I've made way too many of these. But hopefully, if you didn't care for the back on the original pattern, if you wanted to do the back where it just kind of mimics the front, that's all I did to make that happen. So it was a super easy change. If you guys want to round out the back of your panel just so that it looks a little nicer, it's up to you. I think it looks really nice like that. Let me show you this other one. I was kind of playing around with sizes because when I first got started, where's a shorter one? When I first got started, I was trying to shorten the panel, this part right here, and that's how that looked. And I didn't like it because I didn't have enough of that flap up top poking through the front. I liked that look. I really did like that, genuinely like that look. And so having this being able to be seen was really nice. So I was playing around, and then I did this one as a little bit lower because I took some from this. If I had to recommend anything, it would be do it like I just showed you how to do it. It doesn't go down way too far, and it doesn't come up too high. You also get this little piece peeking out at the front, and I think it looks really nice. Is this a beginner-friendly bag? I think with Erica's directions, I think a beginner could try. give it a go. She gave some really great instructions for using cotton. I had never thought to do it the way that she interfaced everything, and it made my cotton purse feel a lot better. I can't explain it because I don't want to give away her tricks, but if you buy the pattern, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just a little bit extra stabilizer, and it really made a difference in the feel of the bag versus just doing it how I would normally do it. So the feel of my cotton bags, I know that I can take my cotton panels and make one of these bags, and it'll feel stable enough that I don't have to worry about like slouching down, because this is cotton and it doesn't slouch. So the secret that she gives you for the interfacing for that is great. On her instructions, there are a ton of pictures. I would love to show you, but that's not cool. But there are tons and tons of pictures. I know for myself, I like to see pictures of every single step, because sometimes I don't read the instructions and I kind of just go by the pictures. So there's a lot of pictures in the instructions. If you're a visual learner like I am, there's a ton of pictures in her instructions. There's also a lot of hardware. So let's talk about that real quick. When I got started, I wasn't really accounting for all of the hardware that I was going to need, because I was just like, let's make this bag and let's make a bunch of them because the pattern's so great. I want to make a ton of them. I didn't realize and think about my D-rings haven't gotten here yet from my supplier, so I was like, I had to do what I could do. So I made as many as I could and then had to stop. So make sure that you look at the supply list, because if you're doing the book bag pattern, you're using 6 D-rings. There's also a lot of rivets. I have hardly used rivets in the longest time. So there was a lot of rivets. I also didn't even show you the inside. So the inside is my favorite part, because I'm a kind of person that I don't want a lot of stuff on the inside of my bag. I want it to be open so that I can kind of just throw stuff in. The inside has a nice little zipper pocket up here on the vinyl. I did my zipper pocket a little differently than the pattern called for, and that's fine. Then there is another slip pocket right here. So if you're carrying your cell phone and you want to just kind of have it off to itself, you can put it there. I don't know, it's just really nice because it's nice. You've got a nice open bottom there, and then it just kind of sits really nicely. That's one of the parts that I really like about this bag, is that when I put it down, it stands up. I love this pattern. I think it's the perfect size. It looks really fancy. If you guys want to have really fancy purses to sell, auction off, do whatever you're going to do, give as Christmas presents. I'm like completely and utterly thinking about Christmas lately, because I'm always behind because I'm working so much. So I've been trying to get Christmas done, and I have to tell you, these bags would be really fancy gifts to give your friends. There's tons of options. Like I said, you can do cotton, you can do vinyl, you can do whatever you want. She has a lot of great tips for interfacing. There's also help on the page. So if you run into a problem, I believe there's a show-off group. If you run into a problem with the pattern and you're not really sure how to proceed with the next step, you can go on the page and ask questions. But I don't think you're going to need it with this, because it came together so quickly, and I would definitely say a confident beginner could do this pattern. So I really liked it. I hope you guys go out and check Lavender and Twine's website out. Make sure that you check them out. Make sure that you buy one of their patterns and give it a try. Erica's directions are very clear, full of pictures, and I think you're really going to be pleasantly surprised with them. And thanks for joining us on Faithworks Designs. Bye, guys.